Today's project is going to be build a little stand for this. This is the Warrior 10-inch table saw from Harbor Freight. Yeah, sketchy, but I bought this for another little project I'm going to do. I'm going to cut some pretty sketchy stuff on it, so I don't really care if it's going to get beat up, in other words. But yeah, if you were going to buy this as your first table saw or contract saw or whatever, I might look for a little bit extra dollars or maybe a different brand. Lots of stuff on here. It's very plasticky and cheap, but this isn't a review. But anyway, it'll serve my purposes great, but I do need it to be a little bit more portable so I can put it outside on the driveway when I'm doing this. I just got some scrap wood. I've got a extra post here that I used for something. I have no idea where it came from, but it's been sitting on my shelf. And I have a piece of 2x6 and another old piece of cedar bunk bed that we got. Somebody was, putting it down at the coast and they said, free, come and get it. And I've used it for a lot of things. It was 2 bunk beds put together, frame. I still got a couple of the 4x4s that were the legs, but it comes in handy. So I'm not even gonna cut these down. I'm just gonna cut them to length, 24 inches, because I want it roughly the same height as a regular table saw or my big table saw when I get done. It may be a little taller because I think I got some casters around here somewhere that I can throw on there, and then I can just roll it around, roll it outside real quick, roll it back in, and be done with it. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna get these cut down, and it's gonna be super simple, but any of these little saws will work because it's just gonna have a flat top on the bottom, or on the bottom. I'm just gonna put a piece of MDF or something that I have over there, I think the extra from the workbench, and I'll just make it a little bit bigger than it is so that I can put a tape measure and a pencil and stuff underneath there when I'm done. And that'll give me a little bit of a place to lay stuff. So 4 legs, a top, and a couple pieces of bracing, and that's it. Catch you in a minute. All right, for my purposes, I found some 3-inch casters in one of my buckets. So I'm going to cut these at 22. That should give me roughly 36 to 37, which is the height of my other table saw. So that's what I'm going for. And as you can see for this, I'm making it perfect. Gonna be rolling around out here in the driveway, over bumps and whatever else. Alright, got those cut. I'm gonna get this saw out of the way. Now I gotta find me a piece of board. I have one already kind of square or rectangle over here that'll be big enough. See if that'll fit the base. Oh yeah. Alrighty. No cutting necessary. That's what I like. Put it all in my little box. This little box I made just out of some scrap plywood. That way when I need stuff in the truck, I just load it up. But I don't put it back in my little pouch here. So I haven't unpacked yet, but I'll get to it. 2 inches? Yeah, that should be good. 2. And that's just gonna be where I put my corner. Line it up. And that'll be square enough for me. So next is to just drill some holes in here. Line them up as best you can, and I'm gonna go from this direction just so I know where they're at. And the only thing I have are these big old long 2.5-inch screws, so that's what I'm going to use. This has got to be my bottom, so I need to go from the other direction for my countersink. This just gets me through. Move that. That. Anyway, lots of unfinished stuff to get done, and that's where we're at with that. So now I got all those done. I really should drill pilot holes since I'm going so deep, but you don't want to split it and have to start over. And it just takes a little bit of extra time to go ahead and put a little pilot hole in there. Okay, got that. Now I'm just going to cut a couple of little braces for the sides. I'm just going to use this bucket to line it up. That looks good enough to me, and that's how high it's going to be. I did miss on this side, so. Nope. Good. Good adjustment. All right, and same thing over here. Now, that hard cedar with all that stain in it is a lot easier. I decided to not even cut it off. I'm just going to leave that piece off because it doesn't stick out past the piece of stuff. It doesn't stick out past the legs or the board top, so it won't matter. It'd have been better if I'd have flipped it that way, but I didn't, so I'm just leaving it. I think when I made these, I wished I'd put the attachment holes on this side, but I didn't, so can't decide. I guess I'll do it that way. Just kind of right there in the middle of each board. Yeah, that way I'll have them on this side too. Actually, these I need to put back here so they'll be a little more stable. So yeah, I'll do that. And I'll put these on kind of up the front. These on kind of at the back, and that should work. Here we go. Well, cool. Exactly what I needed. Roll it outside, roll it back inside. Might even work for my planer or whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching, and like I always say, get out there and do something, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Another successful day. Got a little project done, just like I wanted. Got a little place for my stuff to lay when I'm cutting. I could even put my coffee down here on the little shelf I made if I wanted to. Not gonna get sawdust in it, but anyway, now it's just time to relax, watch the sunset, call it an evening. But yeah, I just like to whip this up for free, so I'd have me a little stand, and it's a good little idea if you got some scrap wood and just need something to make yours mobile. There's a good idea. You can make it any way you want, customize it to your own liking, bigger top, smaller top, make it perfectly fit, whatever you want to do.